Hello, good day, everyone. So today I'll be trying to um, help us navigate through the TaxPro MAX platform. We understand or we notice that a lot of people are having issues trying to navigate their way through, and as a result of that, some people are still unable to file their returns. So today, what we'll just be looking at is how to file your VAT returns majorly. So if you can see my screen, after logging into your TaxPro MAX, this is how it's going to come out. So you can click on the tax due. Okay, so you see, if you have been filing manually for the previous month, chances are that they wouldn't have or they would not have effected the changes on your TaxPro MAX. And the way it has been structured, it is structured in such a way that if you do not uh, effect these changes of the manual filing you did for the previous month, you would not be able to process the filing for the month of May. So that is just how it is. So if you look at my screen, the payment for taxes are paid on the preceding basis. So the taxes for the month of February are supposed to be filed in March, and the one for March is supposed to be filed in April, and for April is supposed to be filed in May. So if you look at my screen, you're having for March to April, from April to May, and May to June. So it's saying pending because it has not been effected. However, this payments were actually made manually. I mean, the filing were made manually. So what you have to do is you have to take cognizance of the dates, because you can't skip the first month for March, April, and just move to May. It doesn't work that way. So you have to start manually. So you have to start from the first month. So I'll be showing you two categories of transactions. I'll be showing you, if you're filing new, how you go about it, and if you're making payment also, I'll be showing you how to navigate your way around it also. So I'll be starting with the month of March. So you just click on process, because March comes before April and May. So when you click on process, then you click on goods and services exempt. Now I'm teaching you how to navigate your way through. That's if you're filing new. So you go to goods and services exempt. You're going to pick the currency, which is Naira, obviously. Then you proceed. Then after that, you just keep proceeding. Although you have some categories of products, but since you're filing new, you will not need to make some adjustment to any of these categories. You just keep proceeding. So you see, also you keep proceeding because you're filing new. You don't have to make correction or adjustment to anything. So this is what is going to this is the VAT form itself, but which is being computerized. So since you're filing nil, you don't have to put in your sales or your revenue or anything. You just have to come to your total sales and put 0. So automatically it calculates your VAT for you to be 0. So if I had put, let's say, 20,000 as my sales, it would have generated a 7.5% of the sales figure for me. But since you're filing a new, if you put in the 0 in the total sales, I'm going to have my VAT here, down here, as 0 also. Can you see the total due? Can you see where my cursor is? So you're going to have 0 here. So the next thing you need to do is to check the box here, and so when you check the box, it's going to ask you to confirm. You can see what is coming up. Please check the amount to be paid. That is 0, which means it's nil, you're filing. So you press OK. So the next thing is you submit. So you see your returns has been received. So that is how you file if you're filing nil. So let me show you the other part of it. So let me show you other part of it where when you are filing, you're making payments are not nil. So you come back to your home, like we said earlier, you come back to your taxes due, then let's process the other one before the month of June. So let's process this. So you see, the issue is that the network, because of the people using it, remember that this portal, the TaxPro MAX portal, is barely 2 years old, and they are trying to make everyone accustomed to it. Going forward, let me even say this, going forward, the era by which we do manual filing is becoming outdated. So this is the new development now. So that is why it's important that we get used to the new system. So you see now it has come up. You click on goods and services exempt. Also you click on Naira. Then you proceed. So at this point you can look at the product where you belong to or something. When you have the non-oil export, the product name and the amount, then you proceed. You have to make sure you're not in an hurry when filling this form, because the server or the network has a way of doing its thing. So when you get here also, so if you have the description, you have to fill in, but because I'm not filing, we're not making payments, the transaction I'm currently on is just on nil. If you have the description, you put in your description, the customer's name, the name, and the date of transactions. So after that, you proceed. So after proceeding, you will now have to come to, remember the other time when we were dealing with the new filing. When we were dealing with the new filing, the total sales here, what we had was 0, right? That was because we were making a nil filing. So in this case now, let's say we want our revenue or our sales is 1,635,116. We're just assuming. Automatically, you don't have to do anything. Just check outside the box. If you scroll down, you will see the amount you're supposed to pay as VAT, which is 122,633.7. You can punch a calculator to see if 7.5% of the sales will give you this amount. So it has been designed in such a way that it's so flexible, you don't have to punch any calculators. Immediately you put in your sales figure, it generates automatically for you. Then you check in the box which I showed you earlier, then you submit. I will not be doing that here because I'm not making any payments and I will not want to generate any penalty for myself. So that is just how you navigate your way through the TaxPro platform. It's nothing to be scared about. Just take your time and go through it. Thank you very much.